A familiar face has made a return to the series, and we couldn't be more ecstatic. The original cast dives into the nitty-gritty details to explain this return. Now, let's dive right into the details that we know so far about this character's return, as well as other Dexter New Blood news that's been making the rounds. Firstly, the original cast explains his surprise return, possibility of another cameo perhaps. In the latest episode of the Dexter revival, fans were treated to the return of David Zayas Angel Batista, who's now working as a captain in Miami. The scene in question saw Chief of Police Angela Bishop approach Captain Batista for advice, after he delivered a speech at a law enforcement convention. In Dexter New Blood, Episode 5, Angela Bishop slips away to New York City to attend a police conference, where Angel happens to be a speaker. He gives a presentation on the patterns to look for when trying to determine a suspect and drops plenty of gems in the process. Impressed by his knowledge, Angela approaches Angel after the conference to discuss her missing persons case. He tells her the Miami Metro Police Department faced similar obstacles investigating the Trinity killer until Deborah Morgan got a break in the case. Speaking to Entertainment Weekly about his return for New Blood, Runaway, which aired on December 5th, Zayas admitted it brought back amazing memories. It was so much fun to be back.
With the transformation, like in the mid-90s and everything that was going on.
After accepting the invitation to return from showrunner Clyde Phillips, the actor revealed that he was feeling giddy about slipping on Angel Batista's fedora once again. Dexter New Blood just brought back one of the original series' key characters, and the actor in question is extremely happy he was invited back to reprise his former role. It's the first time he's played Angel since the Dexter finale in 2013, and was a welcome surprise to fans, to say the least. There's no word on whether Angel will continue to appear on the show, but it seems possible Angela could circle back to him to get more information on Dexter, or to at least share the news of his survival. Either option could work, or maybe this crazy show will go in a totally different direction. Who is in the cast of Dexter New Blood? Besides Michael C. Hall and a surprise return of Jennifer Carpenter, who played Dexter's adoptive sister Deborah Morgan, the series will feature Clancy Brown as Kurt Caldwell, the unofficial mayor of Iron Lake, and Julia Jones as Angela Bishop, the first Native American chief of police in Iron Lake. Johnny Sequoia will play Angela's brash and opinionated teenage daughter.
It's just like humdrum to him. Ben is, he's a sort of a...
And Alano Miller will play Logan, a sergeant for the Iron Lake Police Department. What you need to know before watching the series. Dexter, the original, premiered 15 years ago, in the fall of 2006 on Showtime. The series had an impressive 8-season run and received a phenomenal amount of nominations and awards. Some of the wins included 7 Satellite Awards, 5 Saturn Awards, 4 Emmy Awards, 2 Golden Globes, 1 Screen Actors Guild Award, and a Peabody Award. Additionally, the American Film Institute twice named the series one of the top 10 television programs of the year.
Because you're dead inside, Dexter. You're
That's
dead
right.
inside.
That's right.
The original Showtime series was based on characters created by Jeff Lindsay for his Dexter novels. It starred Michael C. Hall as Dexter, a blood splatter expert for the Miami Police Department who leads a secret life as a serial killer. For the most part, however, Dexter only tracks and kills murderers who have slipped through the fingers of justice. This premise set up an interesting conflict for the viewer, making the charming character America's most beloved serial killer. The Dexter in the story is white-knuckling his way through life like an alcoholic working in a brewery, avoiding murder by sheer force of will. Several times we are reminded that it has been 10 years since he's killed anyone, included by his sister Deb. The series rehashes old plots. Unfortunately, what Showtime's limited series Dexter New Blood mostly reveals is that trying again without a feel for what went wrong last time doesn't lead to better results. As New Blood opens, Michael C. Hall is playing our favorite serial killer Dexter Morgan as a man living under a different name in a very different town. He's now Jim Lindsay, pushing sporting goods in a tiny store in the fictional community of Iron Lake, New York. There is speculation that his fake name is a nod to Jeff Lindsay, the novelist who created the character in books like Darkly Dreaming of Dexter. A chance at redemption for the popular character's ending. Dexter New Blood is supposed to provide a better ending for a popular character, but the 4 episodes revealed to critics so far feel like old plots dressed up in new settings. Once again, he's connected to law enforcement this time by dating the town's police chief. Once again, he's using a superficial camaraderie to blend into a group of friends who have no idea of his true nature. It's a new environment for Dexter, who, in the world of the show, was last seen 10 years earlier during the events of the program's widely panned series finale. Yes, the finale actually aired in 2013. Don't confuse things by doing the math. But back then, he was working as a lumberjack in Oregon after successfully convincing his friends on Miami's police force he had died on a boat in a storm, setting up his son to be raised elsewhere by a girlfriend who knew his secret. The original Dexter was bold in its vision, presenting the ultimate anti-hero at a time when TV couldn't get enough of these characters. In New Blood, Dexter seems tired, as the overall concept has a feel of been there and done that, and honestly, so does the audience. Is this a reboot of Dexter? While many news outlets are calling this series a reboot, this is not technically true. A reboot requires a significant change to an established fictional universe, and such is not the case with this new offering from Showtime. Although it has a modified name, it could be considered Season 9, as it is a continuation of the original series. The show is a 10-episode limited series that picks up 10 years after the end of the original series when Dexter went missing in the eye of Hurricane Laura. Dexter is currently living in a small town in New York called Iron Lake. The town knows him as Jim Lindsay, a friendly sales associate at Fred's Fish and Game. After a series of unexpected events in the close-knit community, Dexter feels his control slipping and fears he will heed the call of the dark passenger once again. When should we expect the finale? Dexter New Blood has a total of 10 episodes, which means the finale will air on Sunday, January 9th, 2022. The last episode is titled Sins of the Father and is directed by Marco Siega. Though we're not sure what'll happen in the finale, showrunner Clyde Phillips has teased the revival's conclusion, and it looks like we should get the tissues ready. Perhaps it won't be good news for Dexter in the end after all. Of course, his son Harrison entering his life again has made things complicated, especially after he spilled the beans about Dexter using a fake name. But throughout the original 8 seasons, there were countless close calls. Fans of the anti-hero hate to imagine him getting caught after everything that's happened, and that would likely close the door on another season. Will Dexter New Blood return for Season 2? Why does a renewal look unlikely? Dexter New Blood is not expected to return for Season 2. That's because the new show has been billed as a limited miniseries, meaning that its story is told over just one season. However, saying that, we have seen a number of miniseries get renewed over the years after proving popular with fans. A notable recent example can be seen in another Showtime series, Your Honor, which began life as a limited series before earning a surprise renewal in August of 2021 after earning some impressive viewing figures. If Dexter New Blood earns similar success over its first season, then it wouldn't be a huge surprise to see it return for Season 2, especially if the current run of episodes ends with some dangling story threads. However, that isn't understood to be the plan just yet. Speaking to Polygon, Dexter New Blood showrunner Clyde Phillips said, "The ending of this one will be stunning, shocking, surprising, unexpected. Regardless of speculation, it is highly improbable that the series will and should be renewed for another season. It's honestly not advisable for them to go through with another season, considering how fans have been reacting to the series thus far. It's incredibly difficult to redeem yourself after tanking a series finale." That's all for now, folks, but we'll be back with more interesting videos in the future. To stay informed about the entertainment industry, keep watching our videos. Tell us what you think the show should be covering in this series by sounding off in the comments down below. And don't forget to like and subscribe before leaving. We'll see you next time.